Bruce has a suggestion to add another property owner. Is there a second to that?
Second.
But, eliminating the city positions, which I assume are nonpartisan. We have the nonprofit, and I'm not going to speak for Chirag, but I would go with more pro-tenant than pro-landlord on their position. One collaborative, two collaboratives, 10 reps, 3 collaboratives, 4 collaboratives. Second tenant rep, I get 6 members, possibly 7, who are probably pro-tenant, 4 that are neutral, and 2 that are pro-landlord. I think to add a third would just equalize the board a little more evenly and create inequality to the board on the issue of representation of tenant interests versus landlord interests.
Thank you.
Sam Patel, I've been here since the inception of this task force, actually, besides Rosemary being on the oldest person serving. So the way about this whole task force came about, originally there were about 18 to 20 representatives on this. And Marco was part of that, including the fire department, the police department. We had several, and the board at that time, there was only actually one tenant representative, and there was only, I believe, 1 or 2 for the collaboratives. So things have changed over the years, where tenant representatives have been added, collaborators have been added, especially like the families were added. There are, so, you know, it's not like this is written in stone and you can't change it. So if there is a recommendation that we need to add a third operator, a non-profit operator, the board is going to accept that. I don't think that's going to be an issue. We just have to make that recommendation.
Thank you. Other comments, Margaret?
Margot.
Yeah, I really appreciate the history. I actually feel that diversity is a strength and an asset. And I actually feel that it's good to come as close to having balance as possible. I think that's a really a good and effective way to get different perspectives, different experiences.
Okay. Other comments? Yeah.
I just want to say
There still won't be equity in the board. The board is still pro-tenant, even with the addition of a third private operator.
Peter, do you have something you want to add?